Before you, there were mornings without reason to rise before the daylight found the floor. Before you, there were perfectly good seasons I lived through without knowing what they're for. I had the conversations and the coffees, I had the ordinary and the good, but something in the center was unanswered, the way a room is quiet when it should be filled with something, someone, some particular warmth that only one specific person brings. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. For you I had everything and nothing. After you I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. You changed the calibration of the ordinary, made the Tuesday feel like something worth attending, made the window seat a destination, made the evening feel like it was never ending. In the best possible and most surprising way that life can ambush you with what you needed. You walked in without announcement or agenda, and everything I'd carefully completed rearranged itself around the fact of you, and called itself a life worth living now. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. Before you I had everything and nothing. After you I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. Don't tell me this is more than love can carry. Don't tell me I'm depending on too much. Some people build their lives on less than ordinary. I'm building mine on this extraordinary touch of your hand and your voice and your particular way of saying everything that matters most. I live on what is most spectacular about the love that I would miss the most. I live on the sound of your name, and I am not embarrassed by that truth. I live on the sound of your name. The way I lived on nothing else in you. But now I know exactly what tried to picture what the world looks like without the particular weight of you in it. The morning coffee with an empty chair, the evening with no reason to begin it. I've imagined it the way you imagine a landscape you have never had to cross. And I come back from the imagining quickly, because even the imagining is lost. And there are things you simply cannot practice being without, no matter what you try. Bound to you and back. Every road I've taken circles back to you. Bound to you and back. Every leaving only leads me back into the particular gravity of what we are, the inseparable and undeniable truth. Bound to you and back. Every version of my life leads back to you. Bound to you and back, back to you. I've been independent and I've been determined. I've built my life on knowing my own mind, but knowing your own mind and knowing who you love are different kinds of knowing intertwined. And I know that I love you the way I know the sun comes without asking every morning, without evidence or argument or reasons, just a certainty that comes without a warning. And I've stopped requiring explanations for the most essential things I feel. Bound to you and back. Every road I've taken circles back to you. Bound to you and back. Every leaving only leads me back into the particular gravity of what we are, the inseparable and undeniable truth. Bound to you and back. Every version of my life leads back to you. Bound to you and back, back to you. Call it what you wanna call it, fate or fortune or the hand of something vast. I only know that every time I've tried to leave it, I've come back faster than I left the last. So I'm done with the pretending that this is something I could walk away from. Some loves don't allow for any ending, and ours has always been that kind of love. Bound to you and back. And I made my peace with that completely. Bound to you and back. And I have come to love that word inseparably. Not a chain, not a surrender, not a losing, but a choice I keep on making every day. Bound to you and back is the only choice I'd ever choose to say. Bound to you and back. Bound, 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 back to you. Always. Always. She doesn't speak to fill the silence. She decides when words are worth the air they're traveling through, and everything she says lands like it's new. She learned this not from any school or finishing, but from the kind of living that leaves marks, from years of choosing grace over diminishing, and wearing all her wisdom like the dark. Wears the night like it was made for her, like she commissioned it and the night agreed. A sophisticated kind of woman doesn't need the room to stop and stare. A sophisticated kind of woman carries something rare beyond compare. Not the loudest and not the most obvious, not the one who needs the most amount of space. A sophisticated kind of woman is the one you can't forget long after you've forgotten every other face. A sophisticated kind of woman stays. She orders what she wants without apologizing. She sends it back when it is not what she asked. She laughs without her hand across her mouth and cries without being embarrassed to be asked if she is alright, and answers honestly because she learned that honesty is elegant. That a woman who can say exactly what she feels is rarer and more powerful than any management of feelings trained to be more palatable. And she has stopped performing for the comfort of anyone who cannot handle real. A sophisticated kind of woman doesn't need the room to stop and stare. A sophisticated kind of woman carries something rare beyond compare. Not the loudest and not the most obvious, not the one who needs the most amount of space. Oh, sophisticated kind of woman is the one you can't forget long after you've forgotten every other face. A sophisticated kind of woman stays. She was not born this way entirely. She was built by every year she chose herself, by every time she picked herself back up quietly and put her own name back upon the shelf of things worth keeping, things worth celebrating, things worth giving the best seat in the room. A sophisticated kind of woman knows her own worth, and she knows it soon. A sophisticated kind of woman, that is who I've spent these years becoming. A sophisticated kind of woman, underneath the quiet and the humming of a life I built from everything I've gathered, from the losses and the loves and what remains. A sophisticated kind of woman knows that she was worth it through it all, through everything. to rise before the daylight found the floor. Before you, there were perfectly good seasons I lived through without knowing what they're for. I had the conversations and the coffees, I had the ordinary and the good, but something in the center was unanswered, the way a room is quiet when it should be filled with something, someone, some particular warmth that only one specific person brings. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. For you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. You changed the calibration of the ordinary, made the Tuesday feel like something worth attending, made the window seat a destination, made the evening feel like it was never ending. In the best possible and most surprising way that life can ambush you with what you needed. You walked in without announcement or agenda, and everything I'd carefully completed rearranged itself around the fact of you, and called itself a life worth living now. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. Before you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. Don't tell me this is more than love can carry. Don't tell me I'm depending on too much. Some people build their lives on less than ordinary. I'm building mine on this extraordinary touch of your hand and your voice and your particular way of saying everything that matters most. I live on what is most spectacular about the love that I would miss the most. I live on the sound of your name, and I am not embarrassed by that truth. I live on the sound of your name. The way I lived on nothing else in you. But now I know exactly what I'm living for, and what I'm living for is standing at my door. I live on the sound of your name. Every breath I take is yours. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. It hit me on a Tuesday with no warning, the kind of missing that arrives like weather. I was standing in the kitchen in the morning and reached for you before remembering together. Was something in the past tense now, not present. I pulled my hand back to an empty air and stood there for a moment in the pleasant and devastating knowledge you weren't there. And missing you is not a simple feeling, it's a whole landscape I am living in. I miss you like the morning misses night, like a candle that has just run out of light. I miss you in the spaces and the in-betweens and the places only you would know I mean. I miss you like crazy, like completely, like the whole of my life is rearranged around this hole. I miss you like the morning misses night, and morning comes regardless, but it's not quite right without you. I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. I've done the things they tell you that you should do. I've called my friends, I kept my calendar full. I've been to all the places we once been to and felt the missing in each one. Pull me back to you the way a tide pulls everything back to the particular shore it knows. And I am tired of pretending I am managing when missing you is everywhere I go. Because some people leave a shape behind them that the air doesn't quite fill in again. I miss you like the morning misses night, like a candle that has just run out of light. I miss you in the spaces and the in-betweens and the places only you would know I mean. I miss you Some loves arrive like summer and then vanish when the weather changes and the novelty wears thin. Some loves are loud and bright and then they finish before the second year has even had a chance to begin. But ours arrived in winter and kept warming through every season that came after with its tests. And I have watched it grow from something forming into something I would put against the rest. And not one love I've witnessed in my lifetime has had what we have built between our ears. Our love was made to last, not the bright and burning gone too fast. Our love was made to last, built from something stronger than the past. Every storm that tried to pull it under, every silence that could have torn apart, our love was made to last. And it has lasted, and it will, because we chose it from the start. Our love was made to last. You've been my consistent through the inconsistent, the reliable through everything that changed. You've been the closest when I felt most distant, and never made me feel ashamed of needing you, of leaning toward your steadiness when my own footing wasn't what it was. And I have tried to be your equal readiness, to stay through everything, because some loves are worth the daily choosing, and ours has always been that kind. Our love was made to last, not the bright and burning gone too fast. Our love was made to last, built from something stronger than the past. Every storm that tried to pull it under, every silence that could have torn apart, our love was made to last. And it has lasted, and it will, because we chose it from the start. Our love was made to last. I don't need to look at anyone else's love to know that what we have is rare. I only need to look at us on any given morning to know that something real is there. Not perfect, not without its complications, not without the years that tested what we are, but lasting, and that's more than inspiration. That's the whole point, that's the whole memoir. Our love was made to last, and every year that adds itself is proof. Our love was made to last, not just the feeling but the daily truth of choosing and of staying and of building something worthy of the years we've spent. Our love was made to last, and lasting is the most romantic thing that love has ever meant. Our love was made to last, and it will, and it will, and it will. walked into the grocery store this Tuesday and left without the 3 things that I came for. I wrote my sister's birthday in for Monday, when it clearly falls on Saturday like before. I've been distracted in a very specific and particular and wonderful direction, and everything is slightly less efficient since you became my primary affection. And I am not complaining about any of it, I'm just reporting what has happened to my mind. I've got something on my mind, and that something has your name all over it. I've got something on my mind, and my mind doesn't mind one bit. I've tried to concentrate on all the ordinary, responsible and sensible things I do. I've got something on my mind, and that's something every single time is you, is always you. I've got something on my mind. My colleague asked me something in a meeting, and I answered something completely unrelated. She looked at me the way that people look when someone has clearly been intoxicated. But I'm not drunk on anything but you, on the particular and specific fact of you existing in the same world, in the same city, and occasionally the same room as me, and insisting on being exactly who you are, which is the most distracting thing that anyone has ever done to any mind of mine. I got something on my mind, and that something has your name all over it. I've got something on my mind, and my mind doesn't mind one bit. I've tried to concentrate on all the ordinary, responsible and sensible things I do. I've got something on my mind, and that's something every single time is you, is always you. I've got something on my mind. I've made my peace with being preoccupied with the best possible distraction I have found. I've made my peace with being the kind of woman who walks past her bus stop one more time around, because she was thinking about you, just you, only you, always you. I've got something on my mind, and I hope it never finds its way back out. I've got something on my mind, and that something is what living's all about. Not the calendar and not the grocery list, not the meeting and the things I might have missed. I've got something on my mind, and that something is the sweetest thing that's ever been on this mind of mine. You, always you. Mm. rise before the daylight found the floor. Before you, there were perfectly good seasons I lived through without knowing what they're for. I had the conversations and the coffees, I had the ordinary and the good, but something in the center was unanswered, the way a room is quiet when it should be filled with something, someone, some particular warmth that only one specific person brings. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. For you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. You changed the calibration of the ordinary, made the Tuesday feel like something worth attending, made the window seat a destination, made the evening feel like it was never ending. In the best possible and most surprising way that life can ambush you with what you needed. You walked in without announcement or agenda, and everything I'd carefully completed rearranged itself around the fact of you, and called itself a life worth living now. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. Before you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. Don't tell me this is more than love can carry. Don't tell me I'm depending on too much. Some people build their lives on less than ordinary. I'm building mine on this extraordinary touch of your hand and your voice and your particular way of saying everything that matters most. I live on what is most spectacular about the love that I would miss the most. I live on the sound of your name, and I am not embarrassed by that truth. I live on the sound of your name. The way I lived on nothing else in you. But now I know exactly what I'm living for, and what I'm living for is standing at my door. I live on the sound of your name. Every breath I take is yours. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. tried to picture what the world looks like without the particular weight of you in it. The morning coffee with an empty chair, the evening with no reason to begin it. I've imagined it the way you imagine a landscape you have never had to cross. And I come back from the imagining quickly, because even the imagining is lost. And there are things you simply cannot practice being without, no matter what you try. Bound to you and back. Every road I've taken circles back to you. Bound to you and back. Every leaving only leads me back into the particular gravity of what we are, the inseparable and undeniable truth. Bound to you and back. Every version of my life leads back to you. Bound to you and back, back to you. I've been independent and I've been determined. I've built my life on knowing my own mind, but knowing your own mind and knowing who you love are different kinds of knowing intertwined. And I know that I love you the way I know the sun comes without asking every morning, without evidence or argument or reasons, just a certainty that comes without a warning. And I've stopped requiring explanations for the most essential things I feel. Bound to you and back. Every road I've taken circles back to you. Bound to you and back. Every leaving only leads me back into the particular gravity of what we are, the inseparable and undeniable truth. Bound to you and back. Every version of my life leads back to you. Bound to you and back, back to you. Call it what you wanna call it, fate or fortune or the hand of something vast. I only know that every time I've tried to leave it, I've come back faster than I left the last. So I'm done with the pretending that this is something I could walk away from. Some loves don't allow for any ending, and ours has always been that kind of love. Bound to you and back. And I made my peace with that completely. Bound to you and back. And I have come to love that word inseparably. Not a chain, not a surrender, not a losing, but a choice I keep on making every day. doesn't walk into a room, she arrives. She doesn't speak to fill the silence, she decides. When words are worth the air they're traveling through, and everything she says lands like it's new. She learned this not from any school or finishing, but from the kind of living that leaves marks, from years of choosing grace over diminishing, and wearing all her wisdom like the dark. Wears the night like it was made for her, like she commissioned it and the night agreed. A sophisticated kind of woman doesn't need the room to stop and stare. A sophisticated kind of woman carries something rare beyond compare. Not the loudest and not the most obvious, not the one who needs the most amount of space. Oh, sophisticated kind of woman is the one you can't forget, long after you've forgotten every other face. A sophisticated kind of woman stays. She orders what she wants without apologizing. She sends it back when it is not what she asked. She laughs without her hand across her mouth and cries without being embarrassed to be asked if she is alright, and answers honestly because she learned that honesty is elegant. That a woman who can say exactly what she feels is rarer and more powerful than any management of feelings trained to be more palatable. And she has stopped performing for the comfort of anyone who cannot handle real. A sophisticated kind of woman doesn't need the room to stop and stare. A sophisticated kind of woman carries something rare beyond compare. Not the loudest and not the most obvious, not the one who needs the most amount of space. Oh, sophisticated kind of woman is the one you can't forget, long after you've forgotten every other face. A sophisticated kind of woman stays. She was not born this way entirely. She was built by every year she chose herself, by every time she picked herself back up quietly and put her own name back upon the shelf of things worth keeping, things worth celebrating, things worth giving the best seat in the room. A sophisticated kind of woman knows her own worth, and she knows it soon. A sophisticated kind of woman, that is who I've spent these years becoming. A sophisticated kind of woman, underneath the quiet and the humming of a life I built from everything I've gathered, from the losses and the loves and what remains. A sophisticated kind of woman knows that she was worth it through it all, through every Before you, there were mornings without reason to rise before the daylight found the floor. Before you, there were perfectly good seasons I lived through without knowing what they're for. I had the conversations and the coffees, I had the ordinary and the good, but something in the center was unanswered, the way a room is quiet when it should be filled with something, someone, some particular warmth that only one specific person brings. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. For you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. You changed the calibration of the ordinary, made the Tuesday feel like something worth attending, made the window seat a destination, made the evening feel like it was never ending. In the best possible and most surprising way that life can ambush you with what you needed. You walked in without announcement or agenda, and everything I carefully completed rearranged itself around the fact of you, and called itself a life worth living now. I live on the sound of your name. Every morning it's the first thing that I claim. I live on the sound of your name. Like a song I need to hear to stay the same. Before you, I had everything and nothing. After you, I finally understand. I live on the sound of your name. Called out loud or whispered soft. I live on the sound. I live on the sound of your name. Don't tell me this is more than love can carry. Don't tell me I'm depending on too much. Some people build their lives on less than ordinary. I'm building mine on this extraordinary touch of your hand and your voice and your particular way of saying everything that matters most. I live on what is most spectacular about the love that I would miss the most. I live on the sound of your name, and I am not embarrassed by that truth. I live on the sound of your name. The way I lived on nothing else in you. But now I know exactly what I'm living for, and what I'm living for is standing at my door. I live on the sound of your name. Every breath I take is yours. I live on the sound. I live on the sound. hit me on a Tuesday with no warning, the kind of missing that arrives like weather. I was standing in the kitchen in the morning and reached for you before remembering together. Was something in the past tense now, not present. I pulled my hand back to an empty air and stood there for a moment in the pleasant and devastating knowledge you weren't there. And missing you is not a simple feeling, it's a whole landscape I am living in. I miss you like the morning misses night, like a candle that has just run out of light. I miss you in the spaces and the in-betweens and the places only you would know I mean. I miss you like crazy, like completely, like the whole of my life is rearranged around this hole. I miss you like the morning misses night, and morning comes regardless, but it's not quite right without you. I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. I've done the things they tell you that you should do. I've called my friends, I kept my calendar full. I've been to all the places we once been to and felt the missing in each one. Pull me back to you the way a tide pulls everything back to the particular shore it knows. And I am tired of pretending I am managing when missing you is everywhere I go. Because some people leave a shape behind them that the air doesn't quite fill in again. I miss you like the morning misses night, like a candle that has just run out of light. I miss you in the spaces and the in-betweens and the places only you would know I mean. I miss you like crazy, like completely, like the whole of my life is rearranged around this hole. I miss you like the morning misses night, and morning comes regardless, but it's not quite right without you. I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. I'm not asking you to come back if you're gone for good. I'm not asking for what can't be undone. I'm only saying that the missing is as real as anything, and real things deserve to be said out loud to someone. So here it is, as honest as I know how to be. Missing you has become the thing I'm best at lately, and I would trade it all for one more ordinary evening where I reach across and find you there and you are waiting. I miss you like the morning misses night, like the city misses quiet, like the dark misses light. I miss you in the laughing and the falling quiet. I miss you in the peace and in the riot of everything that happens in a life. I miss you like crazy, like the kind of crazy that you can't explain to anyone who hasn't felt it. I miss you like the morning misses night, and night is coming, and I still miss you tonight. Mm. Mm. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I miss you like crazy, I miss you tonight. 'Cause I Some loves arrive like summer and then vanish when the weather changes and the novelty wears thin. Some loves are loud and bright and then they finish before the second year has even had a chance to begin. But ours arrived in winter and kept warming through every season that came after with its tests. And I have watched it grow from something forming into something I would put against the rest. And not one love I've witnessed in my lifetime has had what we have built between our ears. Our love was made to last, not the bright and burning gone too fast. Our love was made to last, built from something stronger than the past. Every storm that tried to pull it under, every silence that could have torn apart, our love was made to last. And it has lasted, and it will, because we chose it from the start. Our love was made to last. You've been my consistent through the inconsistent, the reliable through everything that changed. You've been the closest when I felt most distant, and never made me feel ashamed of needing you, of leaning toward your steadiness when my own footing wasn't what it was. And I have tried to be your equal readiness to stay through everything, because some loves are worth the daily choosing, and ours has always been that kind. Our love was made to last, not the bright and burning gone too fast. Our love was made to last, built from something stronger than the past. Every storm that tried to pull it under, every silence that could have torn apart, our love was made to last. And it has lasted, and it will, because we chose it from the start. Our love was made to last. I don't need to look at anyone else's love to know that what we have is rare. I only need to look at us on any given morning to know that something real is there. Not perfect, not without its complications, not without the years that tested what we are, but lasting, and that's more than inspiration. That's the whole point, that's the whole memoir. Our love was made to last, and every year that adds itself is proof. Our love was made to last, not just the feeling but the daily truth of choosing and of staying and of building something worthy of the years we've spent. Our love was made to last, and lasting is the most romantic thing that love has ever meant. Our love was made to last, and it will, and it will, and it will. I walked into the grocery store this Tuesday and left without the 3 things that I came for. I wrote my sister's birthday in for Monday, when it clearly falls on Saturday like before. I've been distracted in a very specific and particular and wonderful direction, and everything is slightly less efficient since you became my primary affection. And I am not complaining about any of it, I'm just reporting what has happened to my mind. I've got something on my mind, and that something has your name all over it. I've got something on my mind, and my mind doesn't mind one bit. I've tried to concentrate on all the ordinary, responsible and sensible things I do. I've got something on my mind, and that's something every single time is you, is always you. I've got something on my mind. My colleague asked me something in a meeting, and I answered something completely unrelated. She looked at me the way that people look when someone has clearly been intoxicated. But I'm not drunk on anything but you, on the particular and specific fact of you existing in the same world, in the same city, and occasionally the same room as me, and insisting on being exactly who you are, which is the most distracting thing that anyone has ever done to any mind of mine. I got something on my mind, and that something has your name all over it. I've got something on my mind, and my mind doesn't mind one bit. I've tried to concentrate on all the ordinary, responsible and sensible things I do. I've got something on my mind, and that's something every single time is you, is always you. I've got something on my mind. I've made my peace with being preoccupied with the best possible distraction I have found. I've made my peace with being the kind of woman who walks past a bus stop one more time around, because she was thinking about you, just you, only you, always you. I've got something on my mind, and I hope it never finds its way back out. I've got something on my mind, and that something is what living's all about. Not the calendar and not the grocery list, not the meeting and the things I might have missed. I've got something on my mind, and that something is the sweetest thing that's ever been on this mind.